Yalla, infidels. That's right. Back here, youtube.com/MROVW. Free at hackerhamin.podbean.com. Always, it's the Ultra Kayfabe Declassified Thursday taping of your Friday locker room here, hackerhamin.podbean.com. Infidels. I got a hoe named Real the Real. She got a buddy named SB12. Now you know the deal. We get freaky in the studio late nights. That's why the beats that you hear are coming real tight. And we're going to keep it tight, tighter than your whole infidel here this morning on the Friday locker room. Yalla. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're just waiting for old Blue Eyes here. Should be doing the run-in. He was texting me earlier this morning, and Russo was up early too, because he was texting me 7:30, so he must have been up 5:30. So, y'all, we're back. I saw super producer MSG was first to the chat this morning, so don't try and first up on anybody. Bernie DC, Classified Chappie, Cujo, the crazy dog, is in the house. Society Reviews, ready to hear all the bullshit news. And up in Canada, they're shoveling big time. Canadian spaceman, blast off, brother. I see you. Oh, everyone else got no audio. Cujo, you guys hear me okay? Can you hear the
Japanese?
Yes, no? Let me know. You never know with StreamYard and what's going on. Doesn't look like I got anything sounds good. So in your fucking face, Cujo, you probably can't hear me say that right now, but everybody else can hear me. So we'll see if Spectrum bings us out of here or what happened. It was funny. I got a message from the wives the other day as they got it from Spectrum saying our internet is now 2 times faster and whatever the frig that means. So hitting it strong all day long, man. Just checking the phone, see if Stevie messaged me back. Stevie, I don't know. We'll see, man. If not, we can always do it solo on the dolo, getting hit up by John Hartnett, man. I got to tell you, we're babies to wax in this stock game. We do a little betting on the side. I do a little betting on Bovada. I can't bet like JB and Hartnett do, man. I just don't have the guts for it. And work too hard for that money. But if that's your thing, I'm always happy to give you the Bovada link, and we can earn a little bit together, or the Robin Hood gimmick. But I'll tell you what, overnight, man, I've been trying to watch these weed stocks get a little money invested, and SNDL went from $1.08 when I bought it. It's over $4.30 this week. So there's no other stocks that are increasing like this. I really recommend you doing all your research. Just don't take my word for it. But somebody hit me off the Bombardier is going to blow up too. So I say, hey man, if you got $100 and you can flip it to 400, and that's how we do this over here at Hamin Media Group, to support everybody in the come up, whether it's physically, monetarily, spiritually, intellectually, and motivationally. That's what we're trying to do. So I want everybody to shine, man. So yeah, I don't have much to invest, but the little I did is doing well in the weed gimmicks. So if you're in the Hamin Media discussion group, there seems to be a little bit every day now where people are clocking things and trying to tip them off. And if that's what we can do, so everybody can earn during these times when they're trying to take everything away from us, then so be it, man. We're stronger together. You know what I'm saying? So, here we are. I got some new heads in there. I see Amp Williams in the house, man. That's always good. Dude, Amp Williams got the kidney stone B. Oh, that sucks, bro. I've been through 5 of them. Not fun. Emily Zozo's in the house. Blue Eyes, I'm not sure where he is. He was hitting me up a little while ago. Get Russo on the locker room. What did he say he had to do? BDRBF earning calls start. Wow, that just hit me right here. So that's interesting. Let me see here. What was I about to look up there? Yeah, Matt got 50 shares of SNDL. Made 250 on it. That's what I like to see, man. Hardworking guys getting ahead. What did Russo send me? Is he recording something? He's got. Okay, that's this morning. I don't want to really bother Russo, man. He's coming off eye surgery, even though he's texting me. Maybe he is itching to get on. We'll see, but who knows? Might as well give it a shot. Sorry to give you guys dead air real quick here. I just got to copy this link and send it to them. Why not, right? If you're bored. There we go. Dead air. Love it. But we're 22 strong here. Ben Hamin taking it down deep into the deepest abyss of your holes of your dark hearts here for the Friday locker room, you guys. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. It seems like all the weeks are ripping by, dude. I was up till midnight last night. I had a bad pressure headache from the snow moving in and just all that winter madness. And I had to black out yesterday for 2 hours, but I was up till midnight and bright-eyed. So just on about 5.5 hours sleep, I'm feeling pretty good, actually. So and you just got to listen to your body, man. You know, Ben never sleeps. Nah, I mean, sleep is the cousin of death, bro. And, you know, I'm trying to fade that because I don't believe in an afterlife. But more and more, I believe in there might be some weirder shit going on. But, you know, that's what it is. I'd still rather be a transhumanist T2000, where I can have my, I don't know, I guess energy digitized and then put into a nanobot driven avatar. That makes sense. Check it out. 2045 RU. Ton of snow in Ohio is a bitch this week for me, says Classified Chappie. I hear you. I didn't even go outside yesterday. I got to move all that came down yesterday. So we'll be doing it. Shaffer says, tweet Gina Carano to get her on the NFO episode 100. Please do that. GGP put the shot out last night. And then as soon as we got off air, the SJWs did their thing, and Gina Carano is no longer in the Star Wars, universe in a galaxy far, far away. Fucking even cancel culture can get you there. And I'm thinking to myself when I read that, I'm laying in bed. I go, they're going to zap her for that, like, small things that she's done on Twitter. How long until they come for Bill Burr? Dude, look at Bill. I love Bill Burr, one of my favorite stand-ups. And look at the misogyny and calling women cunts and all this shit constantly. Dude, they're gonna come for Bill too. So they eat their own, dude, until we stand up finally and just say enough's enough. You SJW pussies have got you got way too much stroke, and it's time to paddle your ass and put you in the fucking timeout corner. So yeah, but hashtag cancel Disney Plus is trending. So maybe that'll dip the stock price a good 20-30%. Then jump on that and we'll fucking make some money off of the mouse. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. What else went down last night? Great run-in from Billy Ray Valentine. Appreciate it. Got a little hot at the end because, you know, Sal was laid out while Billy Ray was doing his part of the show. But then when Billy Ray left, Sal, you know, was like, what, you know, kind of trying to retort. And Billy Ray did the run-in, and they you know, knuckled up against each other a little bit. And I'm good for Billy Ray of standing his ground as a great host and not to make sure his point was made. And, you know, and Sal as well. There's no animosity there, but those are the real tensions of a real conversation. And that's how real men get by it, where if you got a problem and so you feel like somebody's doing you bad behind your back, run back in and say something instead of just taking it and getting big league, you know, like there was a lot of great stuff there that were not just that moment, but you know, high level conversation last night. We had a lot of fun. You know, it's a good one when the time goes by super fast, but then I was like, oh, that was a good show. And then I go, fuck, I got to watch AEW. So I did. I watched it. It was rough. Big interview over at Stevie Ray TV just put out last night. Really want everybody to go over there. Well, not just subscribe to Stevie Ray TV's Patreon. We'd love that as hard as Matt Schaffer's working on great stuff over there. But you got to check out the Butch Reed interview over there, man. Just awesome stuff. What has been? It's getting worse. Ben never sleeps. Yeah, I know. Oh, Ben, it's only going to get worse from Jared Cantor. Of course it is, bro. But that they want to push us that way, then they're going to get pushed back on. I don't care how many fences you put up around the fucking, you know, buildings that we own. Yeah, Jared Cantor Cantator, excuse me, Jared, says, you saw that Springsteen got arrested for DUI a few days after his car commercial debuted at the Super Bowl. Yeah, I wonder why that got faved, right? For that deal. And then I saw Tom Brady coming back from their big boat parade that they did, and he was fucking shit can. Not that shit face, not that he can't get fucking loaded because of his accomplishments, man, but they're carrying him out like a fucking wasted fan. It was a good time, So whatever, man. The guy can do what he wants, I guess. He's untouchable when it comes to football, but we'll see if he murders his wife like OJ and gets away with it or not. That'll be interesting. Yeah. Oh, shit. Anything from Steve Areno? My transfer to Robinhood is complete. Good. Everything looking good. Man, these fucking phones, they run our lives, don't they? Oh, shit. Well, maybe we'll get in and get out real quick for the Friday locker room. I had a really good time again with JP from Two Man Power Trip over there on his Pro Wrestling 101 show. Unfortunately for a couple different reasons, I guess, Justin Credible hasn't been able to make it the last 2 weeks. So I got to sit in and talk locker room etiquette. And I talked about big man style, working a big man, a little man versus big man, how a big man needs to protect himself, how you need to work him, what the, builds are, a couple other things, but people seem to really respond to it. I like talking that way. And I got to say, JP is just an excellent host and lays out and just drives the conversation a certain way. And him and Rick Vickery working real hard on the Two Man Power Trip Patreon as well, with just tons and tons of content. Two Man Power Trip YouTube, if you can't spend the dough or whatever right now, there's thousands of videos over there too. If you're not a subscriber, definitely hit him up, man. So a lot of respect to Johnny Paz this week, man, really working his ass off too. So he's like, oh dude, I'm screwed. Can you jump in? I'm like, yeah, I'll jump in. He's like, oh, thank you. I'm like, nah, dude, that's what Hamin Media Group does. We got your back, and we want to keep producing the best shows that we can across the board. I edited Beautiful People last night, and a little bit, I got to send it to Vince and he's going to check it out very closely, I'm sure. We'll just keep producing for you guys nonstop around the clock here, man. Ken Stroll, that was a great show, Ben. The last 2 101 shows been really super informative, really good. Thank you, man. That means a lot to me, because I kind of want to have, now that I've seen that, I want Man Beast to do that with Rip. I think Rip could do some, because everything I'm saying comes from Rip. So cut out the middleman and hear it from an even bigger source. But I got to say this, and I was going to stooge us off on the Monday locker room. I forgot, or I was talking to Steve. I wasn't talking to Stevie about it, but I guess, did you see that picture of Justin Credible all bloody? I guess he had a match, I don't know where, with Hannibal, and Hannibal like tuned him up. I guess I heard JP was saying he's heard Hannibal, work snug, work stiff. I do too. That's how I like it. But dude, when you're working a guy like Justin Credible, a legend, and I gotta say it, Justin would say it too. He's in pretty rough shape, like physically. He's pretty heavy and overweight, and I'd really love to see him get focused and get back into, the Justin Credible that we know and love. Not that we don't know and love him now, but so he can feel good about himself, but he had this match and I guess it wasn't good. And when it starts going bad, some guys get more physical, which is not a good thing to do. That's just a reaction to like, oh shit. And dude, Justin was all torn up, man, I guess. And said that Hannibal kind of roughed him up, shot on him. So weird. I don't know. I haven't heard Hannibal's side of it. I just heard, second and third, accounts of it in the pictures. But dude, that's Pro Wrestling 101. Like, yeah, Hannibal's known from his shoots or whatever, shoot interviews. But dude, if you're working Justin Credible, you're getting the shine, bro. You miss him by that. You miss him by that much. Let him sell. Not that he shouldn't be coming back in color. If I ever hit Hacksaw in the fucking face like that, bro, we'd never work together again, bro. We'd never work together again, because you just don't treat legends like that, and especially if Justin's in kind of a bad way right now physically. You want to protect him even more, not get pissed off and beat the shit out of him. So crazy El Plaza. I don't disagree, man. There's a little something maybe missing there, you know. Yeah, it's Hannibal gets great interview guests, but you know, the back and forth conversation is really tough to listen to sometimes. So yeah, but I don't know what's going to happen with that, you know, and I'm not trying to shit on Hannibal TV or anything like that, man. I like watching some of his stuff, and you know, I know he's tight with JP, so I'm not trying to fuck that up, but you gotta, we're in the locker room. It's Friday locker room. When a legend gets tuned up and gets color from a guy who should be protecting him because he's getting the shine from him, not a good look, man. Not a good look. Maybe though, maybe he gave Justin some money for an interview and Justin stiffed him and he stiffed him back. So it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And the best Vince voice about Disney, Ken Sorrell says, fuck him, pal. Yeah, I think, dude, you know, I know a lot of theater people, right? Classified Chappie host Rib Rogers comes on Pro Wrestling 101. Wow, that'd be great, wouldn't it? I'll try and set that up. You know, so what's my beef with Raj Inc? Raj is a really nice guy, and his crew, Emily Zozo asks, here's the stooge, whatever. Emily must be slightly new to the locker room in some ways. I came up with Nick Hausman in Chicago Improv for 5 years. Really liked the dude, even though he burned a lot of bridges in that community. I always thought he was, you know, decent enough guy. And he was a huge wrestling fan. So there was a bunch of us that would watch pay-per-views together or, you know, things along those lines. And we were performing. So I got respect for him. He's a good improviser. And, you know, he's always great at getting things going out of the gate. And he got the WrestleZone gig, brought me on and some other guys and helped make it, you know, and I was kind of the credibility because he didn't have any other wrestlers on there that were like active. And like all things, you know, Nick burns bridges kind of, and that went down in flames. I don't need to go into like the shit that he was saying to me and Ray and others. And he just is wrapped up in the Chicago bubble. So we left, started Impact Attack, and Hacker Hamin Media Group was born. And then Nick worms his way into Wrestle Inc. or wherever. I'm just, I'm no longer putting over anyone who's not really in the business and has never sold a ticket and acts like they're up here. My guys are not under me. They were alongside me, but if they don't know wrestling, they're learning as they go along. Nick and those guys act like they're gurus, like they know what the fuck is, and they've never even been in the ring except for these indie shows that they could get booked on as a stupid little manager spot. They've never been trained. They don't know real psychology. They don't know how to get somebody over, but then they want to try and pull rank on people. And just because they're on Wrestle Stink or WrestleZone or whatever, and they get these interviews, people think that they're fucking knowledgeable. They're not. They're fans with a podcast at the end of the day. So I don't know Raj Giri. I think I dealt with him once. I had no problems with him, but I mean, you know, I don't need to keep going into it for sour grapes. We've built something awesome here, but it's just a rib from the past. So whether it's WrestleZone, Wrestle Stink, any of that kind of shit, man, that's how we do it. I better keep tabs on MSG. Then I do. Believe me, MSG was in a way 2-3 years ago where it was more fan base. Now MSG is a super producer. He's turned a corner in his life and knows what it takes. The fun stuff is kind of dead. Everything else is all work and fucking building your legacy. So I'm not saying that Nick is bad at what he does. It's the SJW stuff. It's MSNBC fucked his mind up. And when he gets confronted, he would rather burn that bridge instead of fucking doing the right thing. So yalla, man. But Emily Zozo, now you're up to speed. It's whatever. And fuck their website for all the pop-ups. All right. So here we are, 20 minutes in. And no Steve Areno. I hope he's okay. Let me double check the Chizat. Still hasn't seen it. All right. Well, I sent it to both of his emails, and if it's a solo endeavor, then so be it, infidels. Who's ready for the headlines? Nobody! Yay. Oh, shit. We'll save that one for the end. Here, I'll here's why. Here's number one reason why. Okay. It's scenes like that where I'm just like, okay. He's just in a bubble, man. We'll start at the other end. From prowrestling.kizom. Oh, drop the bizom. Arn Anderson reveals pitches for Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt that he put out. Double A revealed he pitched an idea that would have seen Bray and Bo involved in a storyline together, despite the fact that Bray and Bo are legit brothers. WWE has never put them together through their careers. It has often left fans confused, with a lot of people suggesting that Bo should have been a Wyatt family member over the years. However, during the latest Arn podcast on Conrad Mortgage, Anderson revealed he pitched ideas for both of them for Fastlane 2016. He says, let's just say, and at that time, I pitched a deal where you brought them in with the Wyatts and you told him who he was. He was Bray Wyatt's brother and he was Mike Rotunda's son. And, do a deal where this is so wrestling. And, do the deal where, let's just say that Mike came down during one of the Wyatt's matches, and his capacity as a producer was trying to break up a fight. And let's say Big Red and Brody Lee, they dropped Mike for the first time, and you had Bray Wyatt, the other one, that join in and what was going in. And then the other two Wyatts, they pull him off and say, no, not him. Now you found out that he's the son of Mike Rotunda, because I don't think everybody was 100% knew that. Now you have the Wyatts back off, and Bo introduced like a babyface, like the babyface older brother who he really is. You put him in there with the group, and you've got all these monsters with foot-long beards. There you've got a babyface who is Bray Wyatt's legitimate brother, and he's standing over here, and it would just open up different avenues to give a kid a chance to get started in the mix with top talent. You could have went anywhere with that. Just an example. I know it's long-winded and just something that was pitched, but it would have given him a better launching pad than having him run around with a Bo Leave sign. Wow. I mean, fuck. It's as easy as that, isn't it? It's as easy as that. Well, fuck your bitch and the click you came, West Side. When we ride coming quick with game. Yeah, man, it's Arn Anderson, dude. It's Arn Anderson, and it's as easy as that. What people would love to see, Rotunda to come down, push Bray off. Bray looks at him, and then he looks at Brody and Big Red, and they fucking kill him. That would have been great. And then have Bo come down to stop it, and then he joins in. And now it's crazy, and we get to see them beat up their dad. It'd be great. But why listen to Arn Anderson? What the fuck's he know? Oh boy, let's keep that one in case he shows up. I'll save all the worst headlines in case Stevie or Russo show up. Lee Johnson signs with AEW following first Dynamite win. Yeah, he got his first win last night. Lee Johnson's officially hashtag All Elite. Tony Khan announced via Twitter that Lee Johnson is officially signed with AEW after he and Cody Rhodes defeated Peter Avalon and Cesar Bononi on this week's Dynamite. The match marked Johnson's first AEW win after working over 30 matches in the company since the pandemic started. Most of his appearances have been enhancement matches on Dark. He also participated in a Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal in December. As Khan noted, Rhodes recommended Lee Johnson as a local talent who could step up when travel restrictions were an issue. Is he? I mean, I hadn't really heard of him, and I'm sure he's good. Maybe he trains at Seidel Dojo. He did okay in this match, but I got to shoot because it's Friday locker room. What I know is this guy just he puts over his trainers at the end. Well, first of all, we'll get to it, but Cody might be injured in this match because the finish was kind of weird if you watch this. And then they cut the promo on the ramp, and the kid says that he doesn't have any words. You know, I'm going to myself, dude, you did 29 matches on Dark and you lost. So first of all, here's where AEW is dropping the ball. There's so much here. If you're going to do the loss, get your first win thing, you got to let everybody know we needed to see this guy lose on AEW. And that was like his 29th loss. And then his 30th, we need to see win because nobody's watched AEW Dark. They don't know that this guy's lost 29 in a row, or we need to watch him lose 29 in a row on Dynamite. So the 30th one means something. And they just don't get it. And you can't tell me I don't know because I did this exact fucking angle, the reverse Goldberg with Johnny Punch in OVW, and it got over fucking huge. You know, and it's just like, all right. But then it's his time to cut the promo at the top of the ramp. And he says he doesn't have any words for his first time on TV. You better have all the words. You've been there for fucking 29 losses and you're about to get promo time. How do you not have this promo wired, ready to go, word for word? You've done it 100 times. I mean, it kills me, bro. It kills me that guys are getting TV time who we've never heard of, that have talent, but they're grossly underprepared to promo. You got everybody around you. It's your time to shine. And you tell Shivani you don't have words to do it. Man, that's a ball drop to me. That's a big ball drop. I don't know. Here's the other part. And I wasn't sure I was going to stooge this or not because it's inside info, but I know people who are moving to Atlanta to train because every wrestling school, you know, you're being worked, but you're paying for it to learn the craft. And the most wrestling schools that are over are usually because they have a pipeline to Impact, WWE or AEW to help get you there into developmental. Whatever's going on in Atlanta in that training center, I heard guys are paying $4,500, which is usually 2.5 times more than a year at wrestling school should cost. I mean, I did it in 2006 and it was $2,000 a year, but should inflation really be 4,500? No, it comes with the opportunity to get on AEW Dark. And there's indie workers who are biting on that and packing up their lives and moving to Atlanta to put $4,500 in these guys' pockets to fucking get shots like this. So the reality is, you really want it down deep. Should this guy have been on AEW as an elite performer, all elite? You're not elite if you can't even cut a basic promo for 30 seconds in your first win. So let's absolve that right now. And then, is this somebody who's paying big money behind the scenes for training to all those people he's thanking? And now they're just like, here's what you're getting. For $4,500, you can buy a chance to be Cody Rhodes' tag team partner on AEW Dynamite. That's the real work of what they're selling right now. Sorry, I had to take a drink. I don't know. What do you guys think about that in the chat? That's pretty much what they're doing, is selling spots. But they're going to make it look like this athletic dude is working his ass off. You know what I mean? But that's the work of it all. At the end of the day, they might be working with somebody else's school that sends them there, and now you're getting zapped twice. But welcome to professional wrestling, as Al Barone once said. But hey, at the end of the day, Lee Johnson got a TV match, got a win. Good feeling. Congratulations, bud. I just hope they're not soaking you for $5,000. I hope you didn't pay $5,000 for that win. WWE reportedly considering cardboard cutouts at WrestleMania 37. It appears WWE could be following in the same steps as the Super Bowl, with the company considering cardboard cutouts for WWE WrestleMania 37. This year's WrestleMania will be taking place on April 10th and 11th, and will be at the original location of WrestleMania 36, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Of course, this will also be the venue where the Super Bowl was, which allowed 22,000 fans to attend, with social distancing being implemented. However, in order to make the stadium appear full, cardboard cutouts were used, which created a brilliant visual. Not brilliant. It was just dystopian. So, from the chat says, Cujo says, isn't that worth a shot? Where else are you going to go right now? If you're a real worker, you would never pay $5,000 to go get a match, bro. You're a mark. The boys look at you as a mark. You would just get your body ready and be undeniable, and you'd have your promo ready that you're undeniable, that they have to put you on their TV. If you're paying $4,500, what's the difference between you and me, Cujo, of putting in 13, 14 years? Now you can just pay the money and go out there and do it, bro. So, 30,000 cutouts at $100 a pop is $3 million. Is that right? Yeah. Right. Society Reviews, like, you can pay $100 to have your cardboard cutout there, man. Why not get that money? I guess that's all the hustle, bro. That's all the hustle. I mean, feel free to pay $100 and have a bunch of Hamins in the fucking crowd if you want. That'd be a good rib on them, wouldn't it? We'd be way up top though. But yeah, dude, that paying to play is ridiculous. Like, you're an amateur, you're not a pro, Bad Bunny. No, we'll come back to that. Man, there's some dingers in here. Let's see. AEW talent test positive for COVID-19. AEW talent Danny Limelight has tested positive for COVID-19. Limelight took to Twitter this afternoon and revealed he has tested positive. Limelight started working AEW dark tapings back in October and finally won his first match January 5th against Fuego del Sol. He made his Dynamite debut on night 2 of some goddamn thing, New Year's Smash event, teaming with Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison, and lost to Omega and the tag champ Good Brothers. Let's see. I mean, I don't know these kids. Maybe I am just getting that old. I don't know who Danny Limelight is, man. And the other dude who just got signed, I'd never heard of him on the indies either, So whether just Florida guys that are there and can get a shot because they don't got to pay for travel, maybe that's why they're using them. But these guys are getting shots, man. No doubt about it. They just don't seem like top stars to me, or anybody who's going to pay a ticket to see him. You know what I mean? But it sucks if the dude's sick. That I'm not trying to wish ill upon him. I hope he kicks out soon, takes a bunch of orange juice. He's probably in Florida, so he's got all the vitamin D he needs, maybe some B12, and kick out. Good luck to you, bro. Oh shit, what are we doing here? Okay, that wants to stall. Boom, there's one. Impact Wrestling viewership goes down into No Surrender. Tuesday's No Surrender Go Home edition of Impact Wrestling featured a final build for Saturday's No Surrender event and drew 153,000 viewers on Access TV, according to Showbuzz Daily. The show drew a .04 rating in the key 18 to 49 demo. This week's Impact ranked 129 on cable, top 150 for the key demo, and 139. These are down from last week's numbers of 173,000. Wow, that's a pretty big drop, and kind of sucks because the Go Home was really good this week, and the Tommy Dreamer 50th birthday celebration gimmicks were pretty excellent, dude. A lot of them popped the shit out of me. MJF popped the shit out of me too. So on that, and I think they're going to put the belt on Dreamer, and they just debuted Taurus as he joined Decay. There was a lot of good stuff this week on there. There was some bad, but that's true with every fucking thing. Was Swinger the only funny bit this week? I thought they misused Swinger and Fala and Johnny Bravo, dude. I think there's a lot better stuff there. Ray and I talk about it on the Impact Attack, and there's a lot more they could be doing. So I hope they do. I want to see them shine, but 150,000, bro. Hamin Media Group is doing 40 to 45,000 downloads a week. We're almost doing a third of Impact that's on TV. Well, I mean, maybe that's kudos to us and not a drag to them. I don't want to bring us down by any means, but come on, 150,000, B. 150,000. We got to do something here. Nathaniel Patton, what happened to Stevie? What happened indeed? He was hitting me up this morning, and now I don't know where he is. Nia Jax responds to my whole tweet from the Bidet Company. Even after a few days, Raw superstar Nia Snax is still a hot topic after yelling out my hole after missing a leg drop or a ham hock drop on the apron. WWE fans and stars have reacted to the clip and have shared memes of Jax. Reported before that a bidet company, Tushy, had sent a letter to Jax. In the letter was an offer of one of their products as well as an opportunity to be their brand ambassador. The company tweeted out on social media a meme of Jax photoshopping wearing one of her shirts. On the shirt it read, "Ask me about my butthole." And Tushy wrote, "At Nia Jax." And Jax saw the tweet and simply said, "Rude." But good stuff at Hello Tushy. Good work. Getting over and using some stuff, and big shot of Nia's camel toe on there too. Good stuff. But she got over. Did she get over with wrestling? No. Did she get over with a moment? Yes. Yelling my hole and selling. I think we should learn something from this, even though it's, a rib on Lana. Look what happened here, Canadian Spaceman. Okay, that Nia bump on the ring apron was funny and she sold it great. Well, she oversold it. Comedy sold it and got that out. And that was the only memorable thing on Raw was my hole. And that's what they're hot about, because she got herself over during a punishment seg where she beat the shit out of Lana, which she probably doesn't want to do, John Cena responds to The Undertaker calling WWE product soft, SAWFT. Forbes, Alfred Konuwa, there's another one, who shouldn't be looked at as a fucking pro in this business. Recently spoke with John Cena where he discussed a variety of topics, including The Undertaker's comments on how today's wrestling is a little soft. Cena noted the business has evolved over the years. I mean, let's say it devolved over the years, and that has been accused of ruining he's been accused of ruining the business as well. He says, "I guess I viewed WWE as a product outside of myself for a long time. I guess that's why I'm so very interested in the business side of it from a very early on in my career, and that I've seen it evolve, but I've also been called everything that's ruined sports entertainment. I could look at the economics of it and make an argument that between myself, a large amount of folks that carried on the roster beyond the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era and the Reality Era, the fans in the Attitude Era certainly look at our product as not what it used to be, but it wasn't. So may have a bit of a disagreement with The Undertaker's word choice, because I don't think it's soft. I think it's different." What a fucking PC answer that is, bro. It's soft. They're pussies. They're addicted to fucking social media. They don't protect their business. They don't protect kayfabe. They say they love the business, and then they turn around and do everything they can to shit on the realities that we're supposed to be creating by going into business for themselves. So Cena towing the line, of course, what's he care? He's a millionaire. He's going to say the political statement instead of saying, yeah, they're pussies, they're kids, and they don't look like men, and they shouldn't be in the ring. Except for Bobby Lashley and Braun. Cody Rhodes announces new members of the Nightmare family. Both Aaron Solo and Nick Camarado are now officially members of the stable. Solo frequently performed on Dark since summer 2020, and Camarado has joined the company a little later on, only having had 9 AEW Dark matches so far. So the Nightmare family is now Cody Rhodes, Brandy Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes, QT Marshall, DDP, Arn Anderson, Lee Johnson, Billy Gunn, Austin Gunn, Nick Camarado, and Aaron Solo. Like, that Nick Camarado dude is impressive. That's a dude who looks like a wrestler and a man. The rest of these, dude, I look at Aaron Solo, another long-haired dude with arms that looks like in chest that looks like he works at Auntie Anne's Pretzel. Like, does joining the Nightmare family mean you're now training at QT Marshall's paying $4,500 and they just make a graphic for you that you're official? Is that what we're fucking doing? Because that's really what it feels like. The Nightmare family. The Nightmare family. Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, pulled from NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day. Gargano was scheduled to defend his NXT North American Championship against Kushida this Sunday at TakeOver Vengeance. Unfortunately, it seems the match is now off. In a post Twitter on Tuesday, Austin Theory announced Gargano will not compete at TakeOver. He blamed it on Kushida's backstage brawl last week. I don't know why Austin White's got to put it over, but hopefully Gargano's okay. I worry about that dude's fucking brain, bro. Like the bumps I saw him take that first 2 years, just unnecessary when him and Ciampa were trying to make a statement, and then Ciampa has neck surgery, and then guys still aren't protecting him, and Gargano's taking those bumps on the floor, bro. That shit is just adds up over time, and especially taking those, it punches that bump card twice as fast. So y'all, Billy Gunn's and all the cool clicks. I gotta agree with that, bro. He was the most controversial of Billy and Chuck. He's in DX. The beautiful people just talked about him being in their clique as well. Here they are, Nightmare Family. He's in the clique. Funny shit, man. Billy Gunn, dude, he knows what the fuck he's doing. There's no doubt about that, bro. Okay, why is this not scrolling? All right, frozen. Let it go, you moron, infidel. Okay, New York, able to run venues soon. WWE and AEW may be able to run in New York soon. Governor Andrew Cuomo, the most popular man on the face of the earth, says that you can run at 10% capacity. I don't know what they're putting pressure on him for, because they're still going to lose a fuck ton of money. I don't think 10% will even cover the cost of running the building. But they're going to sneak it in a little bit. What did I say? Give you back 10 or 20%, then they'll fucking pull it from you, So that means MSG could bring in around 2,000 fans. Barclays could bring in about 1,600, and Nassau Coliseum, 1,500 fans. So tickets should only be 10 grand to whatever show you want to see there. But, if they're doing it there, then hopefully it follows suits and the fucking indies can come back. But if they're going to allow X amount, then we'll see whatever capacity is. Because if capacity for an indie show, depending on where you book, so let's say they book JFK Arena here, JFK Arena can hold probably 1,200 people. And an indie show at 10% maybe can hold even 2,000. So we could run an indie show at 200, and that's what most of your indie shows do, depending on the venue. So we'll see, man. Media M5. What the fuck is 10% going to do, for fuck's sake? It's shut the fuck up and take this deal. It's not enough money to do anything. I agree with that, bro. I agree with that fully. It's all bullshit. Lies for bread and circuses to give you back a little bit, and you're oh so thankful. But it's still a dystopian, see, we got them where we want them, and they'll even bend for this instead of saying, no, we're done with this. We're coming back. We're coming back full capacity. You're not ruining our society. You're not ruining our small businesses. You're not ruining our entertainment because you want to have total global domination. And that's really what the argument is at the end of the day. Miro reacts to Lana's tables victory on Raw. Lana was finally able to put snacks through a table on Raw this week, and her husband Miro was quick to respond in the moment after spending weeks getting put through tables by Nia on a constant basis. Lana finally got some revenge. He said she did it. Lana put Nia through a table and tweeted it out. But that's him, I think, doing it tongue-in-cheek, because the only reason that match happened, in my opinion, is because of his AEW segment in the wedding the week before. And he didn't want to sell that his wife just got fucking jackknife powerbomb 3 times for no reason and took massive fucking damage on her bump card, bro. So, we'll see. 2CW at MSG with 2,000 people would be fucking sweet. I'm not going to lie. For sure. Stevie's waiting for the market to open so we can hammer SNDL. He's probably hammering out some hammer curls right now, to be honest with you. But, I put Hartnett over earlier. He wasn't here to hear it, so nobody tell him all the good things I said about him. Let him go back and listen to the show himself. Fuck that guy. Top AEW star injured on Dynamite. Yeah, during that Cody Rhodes, Lee Johnson match where they picked up the victory over Pretty Pete Avalon and Cesar Bononi. I got to say, dude, that Cesar Bononi guy, that's another talent I'm not familiar with. That guy looks like a fucking pro wrestler. He reminds me of Anthony Vane. Kind of like Mason Rage too from OVW. Now that's a fucking guy. You're like, he's a pro wrestler when you look at him, dude. And he did a good job. There was a couple things where Cody had to get him in position for the camera the right way, but whatever. According to Arn Anderson, the coach's corner, Rhodes dinged his shoulder early in the match. No word yet if it's storyline or legit injury, but after Arn's comments, the following statement was given. Cody Rhodes suffered a slight tear in his left rotator cuff. Oof. last night on Dynamizite. Where's my gun? I'll tell you, man, my right shoulder's janky as hell. And Stevie sent me these massage gun thing, bro. I'm telling you, after about a week of using this, oh, that's the good stuff. That's good. It feels a lot better, dude. And, you know, I don't want anybody to have those injuries and nagging injuries. And Cody's got big matches coming up too, man. Like, I might have to show up and fight Shaq. I might have to pay $4,500 to join the Nightmare family and show up and fight Shaq. We'll see. Biological. But shout out Cody, man. Hopefully it's not something he has to have surgically repaired, and just some Stevie Richards fitness, man. You know, with the resistance bands, could really light resistance band work could help him really strengthen that to get it where it needs to be, so he doesn't. You know, and they're working on heels together too. So hopefully he's not hurt too bad, man. Let's see. Arn Anderson again. Wow, Arn's killing it. Arn Anderson responds to apparent snub by WWE. Arn Anderson was who has the best spine buster, and Wham Wednesday. What a move Wednesday Twitter poll. The options were McIntyre, The Rock, SmackDown Tag Champ Robert Roode, Apollo Crews, Mercedes Martinez, Triple H, Batista, or Ron Simmons, and Arn wasn't on the list. Arn responds with the poll and tweet says, seems like someone's missing, you know, and then it went off. I even saw Damian Sandow this morning put over, let's just this isn't an opinion. Arn Anderson has the best spine buster in the history of wrestling. Facts. And that's true, bro. I like the Rocks with the knee up in the fucking layout, but it's Arn Anderson, bro. It's Arn Anderson all day. So, all right. Which way do we go? All right. Bad Bunny isn't the only rapper who wants to step into a WWE ring. Little Bow Wow still has it locked down from east to the west. No, he doesn't. But with his 7th studio album slated for release later this year, the 33-year-old rapper, 33, is looking for a little bit less mic and a little bit more like the superstars of WWE. On Monday morning, Bow Wow tweeted that he would be taking a step back from the rap game to focus on his endeavors in television and film that include fulfilling what he calls a lifelong childhood dream of wrestling for WWE, man. You know, and that given that Snoop Dogg's a bona fide member of Hall of Fame, he might be onto something. It'll be interesting to see if they hurt him or bring him in for that to get Snoop back. So Bow Wow says, now I know this might sound crazy, but after I drop my last album, I'll focus on TV and film and join WWE. It's been a lifelong childhood dream to wrestle in WWE. Well, we'll see. We'll see that first stiff hip toss and fucking on a cold day and come in. But will Bow Wow bring any eyes to the product? Everyone's like, Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny. They did a 1.7. Didn't bring any eyes to the product whatsoever. Nobody stayed. His segments were terrible. Yeah, the rap game may never recover without Little Bow Wow in it. You know, just celebrities that we need from the outside, but the wrong ones. Ones that aren't tapped into anything and ones that won't help draw a fucking eye, bro. So good for you. I can't wait to see you be NXT Intercontinental Champion, whatever that is. In our final story, Gabby Tuft, formerly of called Tyler Rex, talks call with Triple H after leaving WWE. Our final story. Former WWE superstar Gabby Tuft, a.k.a. Tyler Rex, recently appeared on Wrestle Stink Daily Podcast, where she reflected back on her 4-year stint with WWE and FCW between 2008 and 2012. Tuft's recent run culminated, and she and tag partner Brian Myers portraying a stripper gimmick on SmackDown. A week later, Tuft asked for her release as she intended to spend more time with her family. Well, he, at that time, asked for his release to spend more time with his family. He and WWE parted ways on August 2012. Now we can talk she, because back then it was he. Well, speaking of Wrestle Stink, managing editor Nick Hausman, Tuft recalled why she chose family over WWE on a night after SummerSlam 2012. It happened pretty quickly, she said. My daughter at the time was 8 months old, and I was gone a lot. I would leave from San Francisco on a Thursday night. I'm not going to say anything, San Francisco. get to wherever we're going Friday morning, and it wouldn't be a home until Wednesday at 3 p.m. I had less than 24 hours a week to spend with my 8-month-old daughter. It was really heartbreaking. I didn't want to be a FaceTime father after SummerSlam, which was supposed to be this family event where all wrestlers were going to bring their families and hang out. It was so difficult to quit then. My daughter wanted to see me, but I had all of these appearances and autograph signings, access matches to do. My daughter was really upset. I saw the difficulty. My parents just happened to drive through LA. They called me just at the right moment and said, "Hey, can you take my daughter home with you?" And they agreed. When I watched them drive away from my hotel, my heart broke. I knew everything was wrong, and I had to quit. Tuft recalled the telephone conversation from Triple H following their WWE release. Hunter was really amazing. He understood why I quit, and he called me later. He said, "Hey, look, one father to the next. I totally understand." On leaving WWE on cordial terms, Tuft said, "I was just so glad to be going home." Tuft also explains the origin of the Body Spartan fitness brand. We started in 2013 after my brother committed suicide. He got addicted to a methamphetamine. I had no idea about the severity of the drug. One week he called me while signing high and wanted me to see him. I told him, "You sober up, then I'll talk to you." I never saw him again. The day after Christmas, he was driving home. My dad was going to put him in rehab. He stopped at a shooting range and shot himself in the head. Wow. At that moment, I promised myself I'll never miss the opportunity to help someone. I wrote a book on bodybuilding and fitness and became the flagship program of the Body Spartan program. Dude, this guy's been through a lot. And I just think that mentally he is going through some shit. And whatever Gabby Tuft is an offshoot so he doesn't have to face some things, bro. Wow. I mean, there's no jokes or there's no levity to be made of that. That's massive traumatic experiences in this guy's life, dude, you know, from family to the bubble of San Francisco that probably puts all these weird pressures on him to that with the, you know, his dream not really coming true and leaving it. And then, you know, that with his brother, man, that is just a motherfucker. Yeah, that meth thing, man, that took off like and heroin too, dude. And opioids of all kind, from legal to whatever. They just really poisoned us, our society. And thankfully, I don't have any want, need, or reason to ever use those types of things. But I know a lot of people's families are destroyed by them, man. And those are tough times. And I really feel like whatever her is doing now is based off of not being able to face these traumatic experiences, man. Wow. That is tough. That is tough. And it was a tough read all morning long, 52 minutes long with the old hacker. Hopefully solo dolo show as I go Broadway here with the chat room 42 strong this morning, man. Appreciate everybody hanging in there and interacting with each other. These solo shows, they happen once in a while. That's just how it is. Hopefully, my man Steve Areno's doing all good, doing big business, and that's why he couldn't be here. You know, I know he's got to work on heels, and he's doing a lot of stuff, man. So no heat there. We always love working together, but if you can't be here, I'll gladly go solo in the main event, you guys. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the show today. At bin_Hamin, hacker Hamin on Instagram, Hamin Media Group on Instagram with El Plaja. We got Chris Mason running the HMG talk. If you're a TikToker, if you're a Discorder, we got that too. I haven't been able to hang and bang in there. I'm not sure how Discord's doing, but if you guys are enjoying it, please do. Russo brand shows were a lot this week on my plate, but I'm glad to do it while old one-eyed Willie you know, feels better. I want him to be at 100% more than anything else. So y'all infidels, prowrestlingtees.com/Ben Hamin, thebrosterscoffee.com for your Russo Bro official. I know some people ordered it and they're probably just about to the end of the bag. So they'll be making another order because once you pop, you can't stop. That coffee is so damn good, man. It's not just a plug. Once you have it compared to whatever else you're drinking, you're like, shit, this is good. And so is Zordos olive oil all day long, man. On anything you need to cook up some of that ultra premium extra virgin olive oil, you buy that, you're supporting Hamin Media Group as well. Local business owners, both and Broasters as well, just trying to take our brands global. So we appreciate all that, you guys. Y'all, I think that covers it. You can join the Stevie Richards Fitness Revolution and keep pushing yourself every day. I'll be back probably around 1 with MSG and the Chris Silvio to talk about last night's AEW Dynamite in full. Can't wait. Y'all, infidels, hacker Hamin on the scene, crispy and clean, money green, leather sofa, got 2 rides, a limousine with a chauffeur. It's Hacker. I'm out of here, y'all.